All right, buddy, we'll start with Coach Moore's opening statement and we'll take questions.
Well, obviously, one hell of a game. Great atmosphere, a lot of respect for Alabama's team, their fans, the venue. It was one hell of a game. Tale of two halves. Obviously, we were not really prepared, and that falls on me in the first half. We didn't do a great job, especially defensively, but we also gave them short field. And with a short field and a quarterback like Milroe, it creates a lot of tough times. I am extremely proud of our team at halftime. I thought our coaches made good adjustments. Everybody was positive. And I talked to them. I told them, I said, look, guys, I've been in the stadium down in Texas A&M probably just as bad, and came back to make it a game and had a chance to win the game and didn't make more plays than Alabama. So a lot of credit to them. And for us, humility is always a week away. We got to go get ready for another tough opponent coming to our place. So that'll open it up.
Kirby, what did you do different in the second half to kind of defend Milroe versus the first half?
Well, we probably weren't as aggressive. We were more aggressive in the first half and took some chances and probably got hit on some things that they did a good job of packaging run and pass with him. And he's hard to defend, but when he's 28 of 31 or whatever it was at halftime, he was, I don't know what it was. There was not very many incompletions. He's really hard to defend. So you have to pick your poison. Do you want the guy to take off and beat you running? Do you want him to play loose coverage and try to keep eyes on him so he doesn't take off? He ran the ball well on the perimeter, and we lost contain, and then he also threw the ball well, which made it really tough. In the second half, we played some tighter coverage. We made some stops, and we possessed the ball on offense. And we just, when you make stops, you give yourself a chance.
Can you talk about Ryan Williams, Kirby, and Coach?
Great player. I mean, I got asked by the game day crew before the thing about what are you going to do special for Ryan Williams, and I said, we can't do anything special for Ryan Williams. They got a guy back there, quarterback, that could be the best running back in the country, and he throws the ball. So you can't put two people on Ryan Williams. You can't do it. You got to make him make throws. And we've known Ryan for a long time. He came to our place on several visits. He's such a great kid. He's extremely fast and elusive. He's got great ball skills. Malachi had really good coverage on him on a double move. He got on top of Malachi. And, if I had to do it over again, we would challenge him more and get up on him. We were off a lot, but the play he made was actually in press coverage there late. And that's okay to give that up. That's hard. But we call that ball momentum. You got to tackle. You got to get him on the ground, make him snap it again. And we had momentum, make him drive it through. We didn't get him on the ground, and that's the biggest fatal flaw of that play.
Kirby, you're known for having an unbelievable game plans with 2 weeks to prepare. What did they do to surprise you in that first half?
I was surprised. We turned the ball over, I don't know how many times, 2 or 3 in the short field, and they did a really good job in the red area. We were going to make Milroe throw the ball in the red area to beat us. We didn't have to. He ran around us. We had our best player on him on 4th and 1, and he outran him to the sideline and then turned up and scored. He ran outside of a blitz defense that we got more people than they can block in there, and he ran what we call a moon sweep outside. And he's a really good football player. He's a really good football player. So, if you could just stop him and not worry about him throwing it, I think you could do it. But when he's throwing it well and they're catching it well, really hard to stop.
What was your message to your defense after the first several drives where they obviously were getting stops?
Get stops. We got to get stops. You know what I mean? Play by play. We got to do a better job. We got to settle down. We got to communicate well. If you go back, the first drive, we're 3rd and 7, and we worked all week on. They go fast on 3rd down. They hard count. They look to see what you're in, and we practiced that all week. And we talked about not jumping off sides. We jump off sides, and they're deadly in 3rd and 2. They're hard to stop at 3rd and 2. So we got 3rd and 7, 3 and out. We're gonna get the ball. It doesn't happen, and they score, and then they score, and then we turn over and they score. It was tough sledding for sure, and I give them a lot of credit. They did some different things, very similar plays, but they had different looks to it. They did a good job with their backs out of the backfield too.
You're now 1-6.
Carson back in the first half compared to what he was able to do late in the fourth.
Say that again.
How do you evaluate Carson Beck and what he did in the first half to what he was able to do late in the fourth?
Well, I don't know that there was a huge difference. We had 4 downs to do everything in the second half, so the 4 downs made a big difference. When you got 4 downs, you got a couple of wastes in there. We got to the point where we had to be aggressive and go fast. which opened some things up. I was really proud of the way he played. You know, one of the interceptions was not his fault. He did what he was supposed to do. The fumble was probably the one that he'll look back on and say, it's 1st and 10. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. We don't have to make a play there because we got 4 downs. We got 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And to fumble that one and get it back to them makes it really tough.